Hey, welcome to the I'm Not So Sure About Medical Marijuana podcast. See, on the phone again. Always on the phone. It's all, do you eat with the phone all the time? I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, oftentimes, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, we sure appreciate you. By the way, we also appreciate our sponsor,
ReLeaf Dispensary.
ReLeaf Dispensary. They are located
Grandview, Missouri, off of 71 Highway at the 140th Street exit. You can find them online at ReLeafMo.com.
All right. And if I want to get a medical marijuana card, what do I do?
You need to get a hold of Doc Mack at thegreenpotclinic.com. He's on Facebook. He's on the World Wide Web. The Progressive Osteopathic Therapies Clinic is located nearby ReLeaf in Grandview, Missouri as well.
Okay, you don't have to talk to about yourself a third party. That's weird.
Okay, well,
just being careful. Okay.
I hear he's a pretty cool dude, though.
I also hear he has a world record. I teased this last time. I don't know what it is. Now, you have a are you in the Guinness Book of World Records?
I am not that I'm aware of in the Guinness Book. But
well, you should be. So it was for smoking the most weed at one time?
It's not for cup stacking. It's not for smoking, no.
What was it for?
Quarter-mile drag racing in a street-legal car.
No, you did not.
Yes.
What did you do?
I set the world record for the quickest and fastest naturally aspirated street-legal car.
Okay, like most of the things, I don't know what you're talking about. What does that mean?
Well, it's a car that does not have any power adders. It does not run on nitrous oxide, supercharging, turbocharging, or
so
anything.
Just like a regular car?
A regular car.
And how fast did you go?
7.89 seconds at 170 miles an hour from a standing start in a quarter of a mile.
Wow. So did you have to do something in the car to make that happen, or just
a few things? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Maybe we'll have to do a couple of shows on that. I'm guessing you were not using medical marijuana at the time.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Vapes are big. You go everywhere, see shops all over the place. Vape. That's a big thing. I caught my 17-year-old daughter vaping. Not happy. But as a doctor, I hear good things. I hear bad things. What are you thinking about the vape thing? And with that medical marijuana?
Sure. Vaporizing devices for medical marijuana are legitimate. There's a lot of poor information that we hear from our governmental bodies, and I believe there's attempts to literally ban the use of vape devices altogether. And this all stems from the lung disease that occurs from the use of black market vape products that actually damage the human lung tissue.
Why do you go to get black market stuff? They're on every street corner.
Well, unfortunately, the federal government considers cannabis, marijuana illegal, and so people that don't live in a state that has a legal medical program that understand the value of medical marijuana, they purchase medical marijuana from a black market source.
Okay.
The disadvantage of doing that, number one, it's illegal, but number two, it's not regulated, so it could be touted as one thing and be something completely different.
And so kind of like you hear, when you watch maybe Breaking Bad, they had the bad stuff.
Yeah.
And so they would fill it full of junk to fill it up and maybe have just a touch of THC, or maybe somebody doesn't know what they're doing. They put way too much in there.
Exactly. So it's not regulated, it's not tested, it's not measured. You're relying on the word of a drug dealer, basically. So I don't think black market marijuana products are safe, and I would recommend avoiding them. So get your state to approve marijuana to be used in a medical program, and therefore you can rely on it. And so vaping marijuana in a medical program is an excellent idea. And
do they have that at ReLeaf Dispensary, for example? Is that legal in Missouri?
It is legal in Missouri, and they do have it at ReLeaf, and it's a great option. There's different types of products. Some have ready-to-use disposable heating elements in them. Some have the cartridge itself that you load into your own, we call them batteries, or the heating device. So you can get a disposable ready-to-use product or a cartridge that you can switch out from different strains or different products that you're wanting to use.
What is the benefit of vaping over smoking a joint?
You don't have the odor, the smell, so you can use a vape pen and you don't smell that you've consumed marijuana. So some people don't like the smell of marijuana and don't want to smell of the odor of marijuana, and so vape cartridges are more distinguished and more private for those consumers.
Okay, that's pretty much just the only difference?
No, the other things that you can do with a cartridge devices, you can alter the temperature that you heat the product at, which changes the availability of the terpenes based on how you heat the coil.
Okay, so I would have no idea any of that, but if you know that stuff, bud tender maybe would be able to help that, right?
Yeah, so when we talk about heating any type of marijuana product, it activates it for your body to use, and so depending on how hot you get the product, you can change the profile for your body's receptors in a slight way.
Okay, benefits of vaping over an edible.
Okay, good question. Vaping is very rapid onset of effects. Edibles are very slow onset of action and somewhat unpredictable, which some people don't like.
How is that unpredictable? You just don't know?
Depending on what's present in your gut when you take the edible,
Interesting.
It can slow the absorption. It can cause the absorption to be delayed more than you've typically experienced. And so the presence of fats and carbohydrate and protein ratios that's sitting in your gut as you introduce the edible definitely affects the absorption.
That sounds like a show. There's probably a lot in that.
There
you
is
probably
a
don't
lot.
think of it. Maybe we should do that next time. Okay, so you are a supporter and fan of vaping, or just kind of it's okay?
I think vaping is a great option for patients. I think it gives you rapid onset of relief, and in a medical program, it's 100% safe.
Okay, can I get that through the mail? Can I call up ReLeaf, go online, and have them send it to me?
No. Right now, there's actually a ban in place on the mailing or shipping of vape devices due to some legislation that's going on in the federal government. So you have to pick it up.
Can I go and get flour online, have it sent to me?
Some places are working on the availability of home delivery. It's currently not going live in any dispensary that I'm aware of, but I know there are dispensaries that may be trying to get a delivery service approved by the state.
Okay. What company was that again?
You mean ReLeaf Dispensary?
Yes, I believe they were our sponsor. Where are they located? I forgot.
ReLeaf Dispensary, Grandview, Missouri, right off of 71 Highway at the 140th Street exit.
Do they have a website?
They in fact do.
Yes?
They can be found on the World Wide Web at reliefmo.com.
And thinking about maybe getting a medical marijuana card, but I don't know who I should talk to.
Well, there's a guy that I hear does great work. His name is Doc Mack. Me. I operate a medical facility called the Green Pot Clinic Progressive Osteopathic Therapies right nearby ReLeaf in Grandview, Missouri.
All right, and there's our website there?
There's thegreenpotclinic.com, or you can find them on Facebook.
There you go. Very simple. Hey, if you would please share this on Facebook when you find the link. Share this on YouTube or Instagram, Twitter, wherever you go.
Should they like it?
I believe they should. Yes.
Okay.
Would you please like this show? Would you please share it? Hit the notifications so you don't miss any of the programs. We do appreciate you. I hope you like the information. He's a pretty smart guy. His name's Dr. James McEntire. I'm Rusty Humphries. We'll catch you next time here on the I'm Not So Sure About Medical Marijuana podcast.
Goodbye.